Hey everyone, it's Lisa Espinosa, spiritual career coach, author, and host of the podcast Soul Studio for Your Career. Welcome to day 5 of our novena. So we are more than halfway done. That's so exciting and just really appreciating every day. And I want to remind you, if you're watching this transmission and you're unclear of what I'm talking about, you can go back to my Facebook page and I have a video for introducing the novena, and all the days are there. You can also go to my website, lisaespinosa.net, and under free resources, soul videos, all the videos are there as well. Okay, so we're on day 5. So joyful, and it happens to fall on Sunday, right? Palm Sunday, which is the official beginning of Holy Week. And again, all my teachings really are not attached to one religion. I embrace and integrate so many spiritual traditions. And there's something really special about marking the beginning of Holy Week. And I didn't plan it consciously this way. My soul led it to unfold this way. The divine led it to unfold this way, but it feels so perfect. So as we get ready to begin, let's go ahead and start to relax our body and get our body ready to sit together for those 9 minutes, to sit at the center of infinity, to receive from our soul and the divine. So just wherever you are, and hey Jill, take some nice cleansing breaths. And let's practice that breathing we've been doing. So breathing in and then breathing out, making the exhale longer than the inhale. Knowing that this is a really powerful way to calm the nervous system. So again, inhaling and then a longer exhale as you reset your nervous system. And again, inhaling and a longer exhale, feeling your nerve endings unwind, relax, tap into your beautiful soul and expand, receiving almost like an activation of your nervous system, not to make it feel overstimulated, but to help ground our nervous system, to help make it more resilient. That's what I'm hearing, resilient. As we go through these days, as we stand in our center, no matter what's going on, or no matter what's unfolding around us. Hello, Lorenza. Tana. So bringing now your awareness to your hips and your pelvis, to your knees, your ankles, your feet. And I'm actually being guided to show you that I was guided to bring the green calcite. So see the beautiful green, just green in general was calling to me this morning, but the green calcite. So as we allow our roots to go deep into the earth, letting them just travel through the layers of the earth, through the layers of the tree roots, all the way to the center of the earth, and welcoming the crystal medicine and knowing that this green calcite energy, green stones in particular, are present here for us today. So if it feels right for you, allowing your roots to touch these crystals, maybe even wrap themselves up around these stones and receive this crystal medicine. Receive this support from the crystals, from the earth. And I'm really receiving the insight that our body, and I've talked about this already, but there must be something It seems like there's something more present about that today. Or more like we've reached this momentum with this novena. And here on day 5, our body is going through a major shift and opening to help it carry more of our divine light. And of course, we've been doing this through lifetimes, through our whole life, but today there is an added blessing of that. And these green crystals, these green stones are here to help us. And of course, the prayer is always that this is done gently on our system. And noticing how the crystals, how the earth receives your medicine as well. That the earth, that these stones are blessed by your medicine. And knowing that this activation of your body, of the cells in your body, of your nervous system, of the bones, the structure, the joints in all of our bodies that are being expanded to be this chalice, this beautiful container and channel of the divine. That's going to continue to happen throughout our gathering right now, and it'll continue to unfold throughout the day, leading up to the 9th day of the novena. So let's now expand our roots to connect with each other, remembering that this transmission transcends space and time. So those of you who are here live, but all of you who will watch the recording, let's connect our roots. So we create this grid of light, this network of light, while still honoring our own boundaries. But let's create this network of roots, this network of light that will help our bodies to expand and adjust and help us to release whatever we need to release, whatever we're releasing for the earth, and to receive all of the blessings, the gifts, the insights, the healing, the transformation, the balancing, alignment, the flow that is here. So as that happens now, starting to breathe in this wave of energy, beautiful healing energy from the earth, from this crystal, from the crystals, moving up the layers of the earth, up the bottoms of your feet, allowing this energy almost to give you a massage. I'm just hearing so much about our body today. So like allowing this energy, like as it flows up your legs, like it's giving your muscles a massage, moving up your knees, your thighs, your hips, your pelvis. Softening any areas in your body where you brace yourself. There's this energy of bracing, helping that to relax and lean into all of the beautiful energy that's here and to your soul's energy, to your priestess medicine. So I'm hearing that there's a release today of outdated protective systems. So anything that we develop through this lifetime or any lifetime to protect ourselves because we're so highly sensitive, that there is a release of outdated protection. It doesn't serve us anymore. So allowing this light to move, continue to move up your spine, moving up the back of your neck, and at the back of your neck, just your brainstem there, just feeling this activation at the back of your neck. And I've talked about the center before, and in shamanic medicine, this is considered, and not just that tradition, a really important portal and entryway. So I visualize it always as this door, this beautiful ornate door right now. I'm seeing it, not surprising, I guess, in kind of Celtic symbology, like a deep emerald green. But however it shows up for you, in the back of your neck. And as this beautiful earth energy is flowing up, there's an activation of this center in the back of your neck to open more fully, to help you access your Akashic record. So access, if you don't know what that is, that's okay. That's the word that flowed. But to access all of the expertise, and there's some particular knowledge, particular gift that's coming forward for each of you today, for all of us. You don't need to know the details right now, but almost knowing like this door opens and there's this beautiful sacred library. The most beautiful, I love libraries, so the most beautiful library you can imagine. Maybe it's one you've been to before. But there's this table, and on this table there's a book that's waiting for you. It's just open, it's beautiful, it's radiating this golden emerald green light. And you know that this is part of your book of life. It's a volume. And there's something really important written there for you. There's symbols, there's blessings, there's sacred spells and prayers. So, okay, we're gonna go there. So just like walk, just imagine you're walking to that table. We're all standing in front of this beautiful book that is open. And as you stand in front of this book, I see the pages, they're just like, just kind of like they're, your own soul is flipping through the pages. And then it just opens to exactly the right page. And look at these two pages of this sacred book. And know that there is an energy there. And as you look at it, you might see symbols, you might see words. Or in this moment, you might just see this blank page. But know that everything you need to know in this moment, the gift, the blessing that is here for you today, is there. So with our hands, just place your hands on these pages. Only you can activate this book, for this is your own holy book. And as your hands are on these pages, one on the left page, one on the right page, just feel those teachings infusing your hand chakras, traveling through your body into your heart, your mind, every center, every cell. And just receive it. No need to know details, although you might. It's like as you touch it, all this knowing, this healing, this blessing that you are ready for today is coming to you. And just receive that, receive that, receive that. No effort, no pressure to know details, although you might already be receiving some of that. In this moment, I see the tree of life. I see spirals. And there are, of course, specific things just for each of you. So thanking this beautiful book, as we know that you can come back to visit, and maybe when we center in when we sit on the infinity point, you might receive more insights. Let's walk back to this door in the back of our neck. And we continue to allow this light now to travel up to the crown of our head, and at the crown of our head, seeing a beautiful lotus flower. Its petals open. So if it helps to bring your hands almost like lotus and put them on the crown of your head so that you can feel that beautiful weight. Not pressure, but just a presence there that is your crown chakra. And the petals open, radiating as we continue with this gathering. Opening, opening. Our roots deep into the earth, supporting this expansion that's happening. with these petals of our crown chakra. And then allowing the light to come forward to your third eye. Seeing at your third eye the beautiful light, right? This light that's emanating from your third eye center. Another beautiful activation and blessing now at your third eye. And just receiving that. Clearing. And what I'm hearing is that the biggest fear we have to opening our third eye. So I'm going to repeat that because right as I was saying that, some strange message came across the screen. All right, angels, surround this space. The biggest fear we have, although there are other fears as we open our third eye, right? I'm going to see something that scares me. I'm going to see something, all these things. The truth is, if you remember whatever day of this novena was, where I said I saw our angels bringing these mirrors in front of us so that we could see how beautiful, how glorious, how holy we are. And at the same time recognizing how afraid we are to see our sacredness, our divine light. And that is what's getting activated so that we see our own I am presence. And we know that when we see that, it is the most humbling of experiences. We just like drop to our knees, seeing how beautiful we are, how connected and aligned with the divine, that we are the divine. And the reason it's so humbling is because we know that this is true for everyone. It's not, oh, I'm special, look at me. It's like, oh my gosh, how did I forget this? And everybody, this is true for everyone. And now, as we say yes to an activation of our third eye at this level, being in our presence awakens others, not from an arrogant place, but from a place of like, oh my gosh, I remember who I am. That's the priestess energy. It's not, I'm a priestess, I'm an expert, follow me, or you have to go through me to connect to the divine. No. This is us taking the courageous journey, you taking this courageous journey, so that then as you walk the world in your presence, others remember how sacred they are. It is a humbling, beautiful energy. Hey, Janice. Not Janice, Jan. I get thrown off because it says Jan Camp. Sorry, Jan. That's an aside. Jill. Yes, divine order, divine grace, karmic grace. Yes. So let's continue. As we now come down to our heart center, right, our beautiful heart, bringing the palms of our hands over our heart. Feeling that tenderness of our heart, in Buddhism, that bodhisattva vow, that bodhicitta, right? That tenderness, awakened mind, awakened heart, that is soft and vulnerable in the best way. This tenderness of our heart that is strong. And there's this release today as well of blocks that we have to fully feeling the tenderness in our heart. And I know it can be from a fear that we're going to get overwhelmed. I know for me, as I was guided to start reading again from Pema Chodron, the places that scare us, the places that scare you, I think it's called. And she's talking about bodhicitta, and as I was connecting with that again, I felt a part of me that was like, oh my gosh, if I really let go of whatever blocks are left here, I'm just gonna be crying all day long. Like, it literally, this part felt like this tenderness for the world, this compassion for myself and for others. And there was a fear, a part had a fear, not my soul, but a part or a couple of parts had this fear that if I fully open that, I'm gonna be so overwhelmed, or I'm gonna just cry and cry and cry and never stop. And I know that that's a part, and not to say that we might not, that we might be crying a lot and that that's okay. So there is this activation with a support, a feeling of support, that you are loved, you are protected, you are supported as you open your beautiful, tender heart that is so needed in the world. So feeling that, and I know, and I need an assistant to be here with me, but I know that the reason this beautiful crystal is here today, right? So like this crystal that's helping us to activate, and that green energy to activate, like a deeper activation of our heart center today. Hey, Cindy. So just feel that for yourself. And I want to thank Sarah, who's doing this novena with us. I think she usually watches the transmission, and she emailed something from Matthew Fox, and he was talking about priest, but I'm going to replace it with the word priestess. The priestesses are midwives of grace. I love that. And I've often thought of, midwife of change, midwife of all. I've been called a midwife several times. For a while, I thought I was being called to actually be a literal midwife of babies. But so knowing that that's part of what we are here, right? We're midwifing grace. And grace is undefinable. But we know when we're feeling it. We know when we've released enough resistance and blocks that it flows. So I wanted to name that because it came so strongly. So we are going to start our 9-minute awesomeness. So get your candles. I've got mine here. And I've moved through resistance of my own power. See, now the next layer is being seen. All right, I know many of you have this fear. Even if you think you don't, even if you're like, I'm super confident, I love being in front of people, I'm such an extrovert. That's not what this is about. This is like being seen naked. You can keep your clothes on, not in that sense, but like, this is me, authentic me. And I want to share that. I've been on this path of being seen for so long, and boy, am I feeling that day by day. Last week I led a session, and I was so nervous before, and I was like, why am I so nervous? I've done Reiki virtually many, many, many times. And I recognized that, there's been places I've been holding back for fear of, people are going to think I'm so weird, or da-da-da-da, whatever, all those things. And I say that with compassion, I understand. But I understood, like, this is the next level of me being seen. That there's a next level of me being seen. So that's why this is on here. So whatever your level is, or whatever you wrote on here. So we're going to light our candle, or whatever it is you're holding. Yes, thank you, Jill. Yes. So surrounding, and you're reminding me, Jill, that I did this before we started, but yes, I want to name this here for all of us. So for everyone here present, all of you who are watching this transmission, and who will ever watch it, because I come to understand now that this 9-day journey is on Facebook, it's on my website. So at any point during the year, people can access this. It's so beautiful that we're walking this together in real time, but it's also going to be available there. So all of you, whoever's ever going to access that, we welcome all our angels, your guardian angels, and the archangels, Archangel Michael and Raphael, Archangel Gabriel. I just feel Archangel Gabriel so much with her trumpet. Just she's the Annunciation angel. And even though it's Easter and not Christmas, it's like she's announcing the beginning of this holy sacred week, ending with Easter, the resurrection. Again, this is beyond any sort of dogma attached to any religion. So all the archangels surrounding each of you, surrounding our circle, welcoming the ascended master teacher guides who are here. I know Green Tara is so present. And I know that these ascended masters of Akashic records, and I wasn't planning any of that came up in the beginning. I mean, at all. It was just came through. So I know that we have these beautiful ascended masters here that are wanting to provide us with the most support as we walk this path, not just for our own blessing and the people in our lives that we love and care about, but for the world. So there's a calling of the ascended masters. They understand that right now we are walking through the fire and they're here to support us. And I knew as I was washing dishes this morning, and I'm so naming her now, that Joan of Arc was here, very present. So we welcome her courage, her faith and trust, her innocence, and she was so young, right? So that energy of our inner child, our inner Phoenix child here present. Hathor, Isis, Mary Magdalene, Mother Mary, Jesus, Babaji, Krishna, Ganesh, whoever you are guided to call, Buddha, so present here. In our circle, welcome Annette. So we surround, we feel their love, their support, their just gratitude for us. We're grateful for them, but they are grateful for us because they can't do their work without us here. You know, we're here like in the front lines. So they're so grateful, and what I love about Ascended Masters is that they have walked the human path before, so they understand how easy it is to get sucked into fear and to all of that to happen. So I want to also, the other thing that had a very full morning happen is in one of the other days, and I don't remember which one, I talked about how when we were sitting, I kept hearing this song over and over and over, and it came up again this morning. So I want to tell you the name so you can go and hear it afterwards because it was so special. So Natalie Merchant, who I love, but honestly have not been hearing her for over a year. Just, you know, I listen to music so much, I just kind of forgot. So I know that this came from the divine. It's called Kind and Generous. Beautiful song. I heard it today because I was like, wait, let me hear that song that the angels were singing to us that one day in the novena. It's so perfect. So when we're done, you can Google it, or if you have Spotify, hear it. There's so many layers when you hear it, but one of the layers I want you to remember is that the Ascended Masters are singing that to you, and let yourself receive that blessing. Yes, we are the first responders. Yep. I know. I love that song too. All right. So we have the circle, divine, beautiful divine energy, golden, violet, white light surrounding our circle. That this circle only is open to grace and miracles and blessings and prosperity, abundance, and all levels. Remembering that this novena is aligned with self-healing, sacred leadership. So you are all leaders. Just, you know, really accepting that. Sacred leadership and abundance. Abundance of resources, energy, creative solutions, ideas, courage, everything. For our own blessing and the blessings of the world. So now we begin. Ready to begin. All right, so let's light our candle. Okay. So here's the candle. You light your candle. If you can say it out loud to activate and bless yourself with your beautiful voice. So as this candle burns, my soul within me burns. As this wax melts, resistance in me melts. 9 days to clear lifetimes of fear. As I give, I receive. As I heal, I am healed. Doors open, I walk through. I am ready for the new. Abundance flows with ease and grace, for I have finally found my place. All right, so I let this down here. You put the timer, get yourself comfortable, sit in that center point, right? So just to remind you again, here's the infinity symbol, and you're sitting on right that center point, right? And I'm being guided to tell you that this is actually a moth from Madagascar. I always forget the name of it. But what's really interesting about this moth is it behaves a lot like a butterfly. First of all, its wings are open, it flies during the day. And it's immune to poison. It's like things that are poisonous to other butterflies and moths and insects, it's not poisonous to this moth. So there's a beautiful medicine here about transmuting the poison. All right. All right, my dears, we're going to start. See you on the other side, both on the other side as we are in the center point of infinity, and on the other side when we come out on the other end. Different than how we're entering this temple. And by different, I mean more of who we truly are. All right. We begin. taking some nice cleansing breaths. Their timer went off, and just nice breaths, nice stretches, whatever feels good. And rubbing our hands a little here. Have this. Get to burn a little lavender sage, so as you get yourself back, thanking the earth medicine, just helping to transmute anything that was released. That went really fast for me. I don't know how it was for everybody else. I felt like I just entered. Thank you, Jill. I see all of you. Thank you for seeing me. Oh, beautiful. Thank you. Okay, so this was day 5. Thank you for joining me. What do I want to say? I guess I want to say, if you did not watch the beginning, one of the things I want to say, if you didn't watch the beginning of this, go back and watch it. It felt fast for me too, because there was, unplanned by me, there was all these activations that happened as I was doing the opening meditation. All of them were important, and I feel like they all built upon each other, and particularly that one with the center and the back of our neck and stepping into that divine library that holds all your records. That felt very important, and that's where I was at the infinity point. I just kept being in that library, and like there was a book and I was touching it, and then other books would come down. There was just all this it was very beautiful, and I know the understanding that will continue to unfold. So make sure you watch this from beginning. Yay, Jill saying she's signed up for the Divine Mother Retreat. Yay, Lorenza, I know you are too. Cindy, I think you are as well. So I would love to see all of you for that. You know, you can sign up. I sent out a newsletter about it. It's also on my Facebook page and events page and all that. I also want to say there's still 2 spots for the Reiki for your career. And some of you have been asking what's the difference between those and like these things that I'm doing. So the main difference with the Reiki for your career, that's a private program. So I love doing group programs, and there's obviously group offerings. There's something so powerful and beautiful about that. And doing work privately with you is a whole other level, in that it can be so specific about what it is you're ready to heal, and really create so much quantum leap energy. So there's 2 spots left for that. It is a private program, so if you're interested, usually it's $444 and it's $333 right now. I would love to connect with you. I sent that in my newsletter, but you know what? I'll put a link on my website. There's a tab that says mini programs. The Reiki for your career program is there. It just has the regular rate. I'll put a link to the special rate in case you're interested. And Jill saying, I was letting go of the updated protectors. It was so gentle. Thank you for naming that. Yeah, that feels really important for all of us. So let me pull a card or 2 on this beautiful Sunday. Oh, I don't know if I said this, but I was gonna say I'm pretty sure I will be doing the rest of the offerings at 9 a.m. Unless if something happens and it's different, I'll post the announcement in the morning on Facebook. But I looked at my schedule and I think that'll work. I'm so excited about April 9th at 9 o'clock, the 9th day of the novena. I mean, and it happens to be Good Friday. Like, what? It's really exciting. Anyway, so we're leading into Good Friday, and we're also going to have a full moon next week, so we're also going to be doing a novena on the full moon. Anyway, awesome. Let's see what Keeper of the Light is with you today as we start beautiful Holy Week. Who is walking you. Right. Oh, Paul the Venetian. Oh, look at this. Experiencing grace. We were just saying a priestess is a midwife of grace. Share your gifts with grace. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. I love him. And I love this rose. And I don't know if you see my rose pendant. This is the Mother Mary pendant. Let's sit up here. So look at that. We've got matching pendants. So share your gifts with grace. And I love this line. Waves of inspiration and love are coming to you. So today, just let yourself receive those waves of inspiration. He is walking with you, Paul the Venetian. Waves of inspiration. And inspiration is such a, our lungs hold inspiration. They hold grief as well, but they're meant to be flooded in inspiration. So as you breathe in and breathe out today, just feel those waves of inspiration. And even if you don't know the details, trust that you will know the details at the right time. And then let's do an animal card and see what beautiful animal medicine is walking today with you. Elk. Love elk. Stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what. And others will treat you with the respect that you deserve. So look at beautiful elk and look at those antlers. Oh my gosh. And oh my gosh, that's something I felt with our crown chakras. They were so expansive. So look at this beautiful elk. And what I love about elk is he's also so grounded, right? Because he's really close to the earth. So there's that groundedness and that expansion. And you cannot ignore elk, right? So stand tall and maintain your dignity no matter what. And from that place, you will attract all the respect. And of course, the first wave of respect is our own selves, right? That we respect and honor how amazing we are. From, of course, this humble place. This isn't, again, about arrogance or feeling that we're better than. All right, my dears, this is always so awesome and wonderful to connect with you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. I will be thinking of you and look forward to connecting tomorrow on day 6 of the novena. We're, walking through this 9-day journey that's so exciting. And I guess one last thing I want to share with the elk that's coming, as I was feeling our petals of our lotus flower on our crown, I was thinking of the Sophia Code, which is a sacred book. In the Green Tara chapter, there's a part of the initiation where you visualize yourself as a tree of life, but your crown, and this is what I was there was an integration of that. So I was seeing our crown chakra, that the petals were going so high up, and this is in the Green Tara, because Tara means star. So she's very connected to the star energy, right? Those star nations that are helping us. So seeing the petals of our crown chakra go that high, this is in the Sophia Code, so high that they connect with the stars. That's how expansive. So that your crown chakra is that expansive, connecting to the stars, and particularly your star nation systems, right? Those stars that are supporting and initiating you and blessing you and have gifts for you. So that's how expansive that was. And of course, then the roots deep, deep, deep into the core of the earth. So feel that beautiful balance. Like I literally felt like I was receiving like chiropractic or something, like I was getting a chiropractic like alignment as we were sitting, and it was feeling wonderful. But that was really, so I want to share that with you in case that resonates or that's something you want to explore and play with. You're welcome, Lorenza. All right, bye everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.